For more than 25 years, the smartest 30 minutes on television. From the campus of Wake Tech Community College, get your crania in gear. It's time to play Brain Game.
Competing today are Wake Forest High School and Broughton High School, everyone. Oh, round of high fives, all right. Good extension, people. All right. Very good. Hello and welcome to Brain Game, everyone. I'm your host, Mark Roberts. Welcome in. Glad to have everyone here at Wake Tech's Northern Campus. It's an exciting place to do Brain Game. Let's get started and meet the players for today's game. How about? First up, from Broughton High School, we have Kaylin, Jack, and Brandon. That is Broughton High School, everyone. And from Wake Forest High School, we have Elijah, Kira, and Elizabeth. That is Wake Forest High School, everyone. All right, players, please remember, correct answers in Brain Game earn you 20 points. An incorrect answer or failure to answer in the allotted time results in a loss of 20. And sweep any category, and we will give you a 20-point bonus. So, our players look ready to go. They spent some time preparing, but how much time was spent kicking back and watching TV? In today's pop-up culture, we're testing our players' knowledge of popular TV shows. Will your downtime help your team off to a good start? Let's find out, everybody. Cranian gear, here we go with pop-up culture, TV shows. We're starting, of course, with Broughton here. It's a national park, and it's also a highly popular TV show on the Paramount Network. What is this Western starring Kevin Costner?
Our team's answer is Yellowstone.
Yellowstone is correct. Sticking with Broughton, its last episode aired May 24th, 2022. So maybe the verb in the title should be was. What NBC series followed the lives of Randall, Kevin, and Kate Pearson?
Our team's answer is This Is Us.
This Is Us is right. And last pop-up culture for Broughton here. In the movies, Denzel Washington plays the title character, but in the modern TV reboot, it's Queen Latifah keeping things even. What is this CBS crime drama?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Wake Forest if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is The Equalizer.
The Equalizer is correct. Now we're doing pop-up culture with Wake Forest. What city is the title setting of 3 current NBC series that are focused on first responders that usually end up at Molly's?
Our team's answer is Chicago.
Chicago is right. Sticking with pop-up culture with Wake Forest, what numerically titled Fox series has a spin-off focused on first responders in Austin, Texas?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Broughton if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is 911.
911 is correct. And this is the last pop-up culture for Wake Forest. What ABC medical series named for the title character in a textbook started its 19th season in 2022?
Our team's answer is House 78.
That is incorrect. Broughton, would you like to try a shot at that?
Our team's answer is Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy is correct. All right, you all have a good understanding of your general TV knowledge, but how much news are you getting? Headliners is our second category of the day. We've got questions from local stories to international happenings. Players, time to see how up-to-date you are. Let's go over to Broughton again. WNBA star Brittany Griner was freed from a Russian prison in exchange for Victor Boot. What is his alleged nefarious line of work?
Our team's answer is arms dealer.
Arms dealer is correct. That's a nefarious line. You are right. Sticking with Broughton on headliners, bad things come in threes as well. 2022's triple-demic was a combination of flu, COVID, and what other illness?
Okay. Our team's answer is RSV.
RSV is right. And last headliners for Broughton. On December 3rd, vandals sabotaged 2 electrical substations in what North Carolina county?
Our team's answer is Moore County.
Right down there in Moore. You are correct. Now we're doing headliners with Wake Forest. In 2022, what former Federal Reserve chairman received the Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences for his research on banks and the financial crises?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Broughton if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is pass.
That is Ben Bernanke right there in the photo. All right, back to Wake Forest for headliners. In November and December, letter bombs were received at Moncloa Palace, Torrejon Air Base, as well as the U.S. and Ukrainian embassies in what country?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Broughton.
Our team's answer is Russia.
That is incorrect. Answer we're looking for is Spain. Now, wrapping up headliners with Wake Forest. In early December, President Biden signed into law a tentative agreement to avert a strike by what transportation workers?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Broughton.
Our team's answer is railroad workers.
Railroad is correct. All right, well, game is moving down the tracks at a good pace so far here today. As we come to our next category, across America, we know about the 50 states. Today it's all about the counties. Your clues will be a cluster of counties unique to one specific state. You'll score points if you can identify the state. All right, so going across America with Broughton first. What state has the counties of Baylor, Crockett, Zapata, and 251 others?
Our team's answer is Texas.
Texas is the right one. Sticking with Broughton here with Across America, what state has the counties of Cook, DuPage, Peoria, and 99 others?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Wake Forest if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is also pass.
Illinois, the answer we're looking for. And rounding out Across America with Broughton here, what state has the counties of Kent, Newport, Providence, and 2 others?
Our team's answer is Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is right. Now, going across America with Wake Forest. What state has the counties of Cherokee, Choctaw, Muskogee, and 74 others?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Broughton.
Our team's answer is Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is right. Now we're back with Wake Forest. What state has the counties of Kings, Chautauqua, Nassau, and 59 others?
Our team's answer is Florida.
That is incorrect. Broughton, would you like to try that?
Our team's answer is New York.
New York is right. And rounding out Across America with Wake Forest over there, what state has the counties of Kent, Sussex, Newcastle, and there are no others?
Our team's answer is Delaware.
Delaware is right. All right. Well, players, take a breather. Audience here, get ready to crank yourselves up here. We got our first break of the day coming up. When Brain Game returns, we dive into the origins of popular words for word power, everyone. Stay with us. Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. Got a good game going here at Wake Tech's Northern Campus. Currently, Broughton High School sitting at 240 and Wake Forest at 20. It's still anyone's game. There are 6 categories left. That's a lot of points still left on the table. Word power is next up. Players, imagine being so famous, you get your own word in the dictionary. We'll give you the origin story, and we need you to identify these words taken from the names. So let's begin word power now with Broughton. This is a 9-letter word for a building that houses a tomb. Its namesake was buried in one at the Halicarnassus.
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Wake Forest if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is also pass.
Answer we're looking for there is mausoleum. All right, sticking with Broughton. This 7-letter word for a tight-fitting one-piece garment is named for a French trapeze artist, not a ballerina.
Our team's answer is leotard.
Leotard is right. You wonder what's going on when it's a tight-fitting one-piece garment. That's right. And last one in word power for Broughton. This is an 8-letter word for a knitted open-front sweater named for the Earl who led the charge of the Light Brigade.
Our team's answer is cardigan.
Cardigan is right. All right, let's try word power now with Wake Forest. This 7-letter word was the name of the agent of a landlord in Ireland in 1880. The agent was socially ostracized and no one would harvest his crops.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Broughton.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we were looking for is boycott. Now, we are sticking now with Wake Forest. This 5-letter word comes from the name of a Scottish philosopher whose teaching fell out of favor. He thought that conical hats would stimulate thinking.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Broughton.
Our team's answer is pass.
We were looking for dunce there, the conical hats, that's all right. And rounding out this with Wake Forest again, this 8-letter word for loose-fitting trousers gathered at the ankles comes from the name of an advocate for women's rights and has nothing to do with flowers. Clue there.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Broughton if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is pass.
Bloomers, the answer we're looking for. Don't think bloomers was going to come up today. All right. Hey, certainly no dunces in Brain Game today, though. Keep up the great teamwork, everybody. We're doing fine here. In today's arts and literature, we're going to show you some great works of art and clues to popular classics. There's a little something for everyone, so again, be sure to work together here. This is Arts and Lit for Broughton. The bright colors of When Will You Marry are typical of this French painter's work, often of subjects in Tahiti.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Wake Forest if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is pass.
Gauguin, Paul Gauguin, what we're looking for in that one. Back to Broughton now. This novel's author is said to have created the all-American girl genre with her invention of Joe. What is this title by Louisa May Alcott?
Our team's answer is Little Women.
That is right. And rounding out Arts and Lit with Broughton here, what Englishman is known for one of the 4 types of sonnets, and including number 18, comparing his love to a summer's day? We should mention he wrote some plays, too.
Our team's answer is Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare is correct. Now we're doing Arts and Lit with Wake Forest. The boating party shows the avant-garde technique of what American woman who studied with the French Impressionists?
Our team's answer is pass.
Broughton.
Our team's answer is pass.
Mary Cassatt, the answer we're looking for in that one. Now, sticking with Wake Forest here, this novel has been banned several times because of its use of a particular word, despite the work's overtly anti-racist message. What is this classic Harper Lee novel?
Our answer is To Kill a Mockingbird.
That is correct. And rounding out Arts and Lit with Wake Forest, this Southern writer is known for her acerbic wit, whose most famous stories include A Good Man is Hard to Find and Wise Blood.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Broughton.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for there is Flannery O'Connor on that one. All right. Well, we've accomplished a lot. We've made it past the halfway point of today's game. When Brain Game returns, we're playing the name game with popular polls, and that has nothing to do with electrons. We'll be right back, everyone. Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. After the second round of play, we have Broughton in there at 320 and Wake Forest at 40. Many points left to go. We also have substitutes who have come into the game now. We'd like to welcome, first of all, for Broughton, let's welcome Walker to the game. Walker is now with Broughton. And if we go over to Wake Forest, we have Aiden now playing for Wake Forest. All right. Specialists, both of them, no doubt. We're down to our last 3 categories before the final round. In today's name game, we're focused on the Republic of Poland and the popular Polish people who have gone on to leave a lasting impression on the world. All right, players, here we go. We're starting name game with Broughton. She was born in Warsaw to the Skłodowska family. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize and the only woman to win twice.
Our team's answer is Marie Curie.
That is right. Thank you for getting that. All right, next one for Broughton. A child prodigy and virtuoso on the piano, Romantic period composer. Warsaw International Airport is named in his honor.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Wake Forest if you would like to try. It's nice to have an airport named after you.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for there is Chopin, Frederick Chopin. And we're rounding out name game now with Broughton. He did not speak English fluently until adulthood. However, as an adult, he wrote many novels. Among them were Heart of Darkness and Lord Jim.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Wake Forest.
Our team's answer is pass.
Joseph Conrad, the answer we're looking for. Now we're name gaming with Wake Forest. Born Karol Wojtyła in 1920, in 2014, he was canonized as a saint.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Broughton.
Our team's answer is pass.
That is Pope St. John Paul II. All right, sticking name game with Wake Forest here. He wrote on the revolution of the celestial spheres, in which he sparked a scientific revolution by developing a sun-centered model of the solar system. Busy guy.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Broughton if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is Copernicus.
Copernicus is the guy. You got it. And rounding out name game with Wake Forest, Revolutionary War general who saved the life of George Washington and died as a result of defending Savannah. He's known as the father of the American cavalry.
Our team's answer is pass.
Broughton, would you like to try?
Our team's answer is pass.
Casimir Pulaski is the dude's name. All right. Players, pencils and scratch paper out. It's time now for crunching numbers. Human calculators ready to crank it up. Remember, you now have twice as much time to answer your questions. If you're still stumped, then you can always pass to the other team. So everyone, pay attention and be ready on these. All right. Beginning crunching numbers with Broughton. If the solution of the equation square root of x minus b equals 7 is x equals 52, then what is the value of b?
Our team's answer is 3.
3 is correct. Sticking with Broughton here. In the circle with its center point at O, the measure of arc BC is 30 degrees. What is the degree measure of angle C?
Our team's answer is pass.
Wake Forest, would you like to try?
Our answer is 50.
Answer we were looking for there is 75. All right, now we're sticking with Broughton for the last crunching numbers. When 2x plus 7 is divided by x plus 3, what is the remainder? Lots of calculating going on. I can hear it. Need something, Broughton? Anything?
Our team's answer is 1.
1 is correct. That was the right thing. Yes, all right. Now, we crunch numerically with Wake Forest. In the diagram, lines M and N are parallel. Angle ABC measures 120 degrees, and angle CDE measures 110 degrees. What is the degree measure of angle BCD?
Our answer is 50.
50 is right. All right, sticking with Wake Forest on crunching numbers, if a town of 1,000 people grows by 50% one year and then declines by 60% the next year, what is the population of the town at the end of those 2 years? Need something from Wake Forest.
Our answer is 900.
That is incorrect. Broughton, you want to try?
Our team's answer is 600.
600 is correct. And last crunching numbers for Wake Forest. If a line with a slope of 2 passes through the point 25, where does the line cross the y-axis? Need something, Wake Forest. Anything?
Our answer is pass.
Over to Broughton, if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is 0-1.
Judges, that is correct. All right. Well, good news. You've made it through the always difficult portion of Brain Game, the mathematics section there. But we're on now to rocket science. The last 6 questions before the final round. We're covering several scientific fields of study today. Best of luck to the players. All right. This is rocket science for Broughton. This element's name comes from its red flame color. What is this alkali metal with the symbol Rb?
Our team's answer is rubidium.
That is right. Sticking with Broughton here, DNA from what organelle is used to trace the genetic history of an organism?
Our team's answer is nucleus.
That goes over to Wake Forest, if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for is mitochondrion. And last rocket science for Broughton. Jocelyn Bell observed the first of what objects that emit radio signals? They are rapidly spinning neutron stars.
Our team's answer is pulsar.
Pulsars is right. Now we're doing rocket science with Wake Forest. This S-shaped curve can be used to represent population growth. What term describes this graph?
Our team's answer is pass.
Broughton, would you like to try?
Our team's answer is logistic curve.
Logistic is correct. You got it. Sticking with Wake Forest now, which phase of mitosis is marked by spindle formation and the appearance of chromosomes?
Our team's answer is pass.
Broughton.
Our team's answer is prophase.
Prophase is correct. Last rocket science for Wake Forest. Black holes can be described by only 3 qualities: mass, spin, and what third quality caused by an imbalance of electrical particles?
Our team's answer is pass.
Broughton?
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for there is charge. Well, we're just one question away from crowning today's Brain Game winner. Very important part of the show here. We're globetrotting with international Christmas traditions to find out, when do you decorate when there's no Thanksgiving? We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. We hope you're playing along at home on your TV or your favorite device. If you want more information about the smartest 30 minutes on television, go to WRAL.com and type the search words Brain Game. You'll get the season schedule, final scores, and you can even watch past episodes. Our regular round of play ended with Broughton High School on the board at 500 and Wake Forest High with 20. Up to 100 points are now on the table, and it all comes down to our game's all-important final question. Each team determined how much to risk on globetrotting during the commercial break. Teams, here is your final question. In Tagalog, Christmas is called Pasko, and the country starts displays in September. Asia's Christmas capital is on the island of Luzon. Name that country. Players, you have 30 seconds to deliberate. Stay tuned. The final answer and the final scores when Brain Game returns. Welcome back, everyone, to today's final round of Brain Game. It all comes down to this. Players, we have the amount of points risk and your answers to the final question, which is, in Tagalog, Christmas is called Pasko, and the country starts displays in September. Asia's Christmas capital is on the island of Luzon. Name that country was the challenge here. Let's go now to our teams. Let's start with Wake Forest. Please tell us your answer.
Our team's answer is the Philippines.
That was correct. You risked 19 points. That brings their game total to 39. Important number for Wake Forest. There you go. Now, let's go over to Broughton. Broughton, please tell us your answer.
Our team's answer is the Philippines.
Also correct. You risked the full 100 points. That brings Broughton's game total to 600. How about that? So, with that final score of 600, Broughton is today's Brain Game winner, everyone. All right. All right. And some good woo-hoos from the audience, too. That's good support. All right, congratulations to Broughton, and like the woo-hoos from their audience members, please join us next week when Rocky Mount High School takes on Hobden High. Thank you so much for watching Brain Game, the smartest 30 minutes on TV, everyone.